Alright, so we're in the scenario or for wool. And I get to go first. I've been experimenting a lot with this map. Recently where did I go last time? I think I went down here somewhere. Yeah, I go there, and then I can double up on something else later. And wheat is everywhere. Then again, if you build up here, you are away from everyone else, and you do get some wheat, but I do believe going here is really good too. If you can follow it up with something like here. My thinking here is that I need wheat. Ore is already pretty low. So I'm gonna have to try and double down on sheep. And I still need wheat. So I have a lot of places I can go to get both of those. And then once I get this port, I'm pretty good. The ideal thing is if I can get a 3-for-1 port, that's probably the best thing ever. And because of that, I'd probably want to take, if I can get this, I'd go here. But this will be taken. Someone should take this. Probably red might take this, red might take this. Orange might double down on the 9. The problem with going here is, one, you have the 6, so it's the same as up here. But you're also getting a 9 on a log here. So if you were to build up here away from everyone else, you're double downing on the 6. I do think there's like a good, if you go here, you're not getting your clay, and it's gonna be really hard for you to get clay later on. But if you're going for a development build, you go here, you get the ore. You hopefully, you go here, and then you get a really good wheat and sheep scenario going on for you. With a port somewhere. I'm really surprised blue went here. That means he's gotta be going here. It's the only place that justifies going there. Yeah, and the other funny thing about this map is if you take the sheep port, you end up getting actually a lot of wheat, but then the wheat port is all the way over here. And it's not even on a good clay. But I have seen someone actually play here and they did make it work. Anyway, so blue, what is he doing? Yeah, I see people do this all the time, and I don't see how it works out, because where do you build to get stuff? Like, he's got 1 sheep, and he's got no ore, no clay, no wood. He's gonna have to trade a lot of 3-for-1s or 2-for-1s. It's really easy. If he even starts to get off, we can hit his 8. Orange decided to take up here. Actually, I think I did this one game. Yeah. So now my places to go are right here. No matter what, I need the wheat. I was hoping to get onto one of these 8s. I don't think it's worth me going here. Actually, it might. No, I get a lot of sheep this way. I do have double 9s though. Going here is hoping that 10 is going to be rolled a lot. This is going to be my only source of wheat. And I already have to trade for ore. I have a lot of sheep already, so like this only means a lot to me if I build a settlement here, but red's going over there. If I build here, I get 3 for 1 right off the bat. But it's only 1, that's really bad. In my situation, do I buy the death card right off the bat? Yeah. Ore is really low. I know, ore is worth a lot. If robber gets rolled. If robber gets rolled, I lose my clay. It's not ideal. So I gamble if I don't buy it. If I do buy it, I'm gambling anyways. I'm waiting on a 2 to be rolled 2 more times. Victory point right off the bat. That's awful. So with that victory point, yeah, I get a victory point, but I get nothing to gain ground on everyone else. So I could end up losing ground or falling behind early and losing out on helpful situations later. Like this red guy, I really need to build a settlement here to get this extra 6. I'm not worried about losing the sheep, but losing the wheat. I just think about saving those cards because losing a clay or a log I don't really care about. Red. Interesting. Put it on blues 8. About 2 sheep for wheat? Wow. It's gonna be funny if, well, an 8 was rolled, so I'm confused. An 11, but no one's on it. That's really good. That's another thing, like these are rare, but when they do get rolled, that's saving you 2 or 3 or 4 cards. So if you can sneak out and steal one of them, you know, it's pretty good. But right now it's only red and I that have it. Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention is that this log has that port. I think that port is akin to this, but because there's so much more sheep on the board, this is a lot more valuable. Going here is weird, is kind of a trap. The board is always the same, so going here is a trap because people like to place right here because they get the wheat and the sheep port, and then they can freely build somewhere else. So if you build here, it's tempting to get this, you're not going to get it, so you should definitely put your, I don't know, build over here first if you can. Wow, clay is actually pretty rare. Yeah, every time I played this board, 5 hasn't been rolled a lot, and the person that plays here seems to lose. I think it's because you double down on 5. See, if I had somehow gone that 8, I would have so much wheat right now. I saw a lot of people trading for wheat. There's a lot of logs on the board, but no one wants to trade it. I think everyone knows. Red got a road. I don't know why red built here. But a good spot for him to go is up here. He does double down on the 5, but he gets more sheep. And he gets onto the highest clay. He could like build to here and get the 3-4-1. If I offer 2 wheat, I don't even need that. I need a log. Harsh game. No one wants to trade. I'm double downing on the 9s. Wow, a 2. Yeah, if I get another sheep, I'll definitely buy a death card. Wow. Red's definitely a terror right now. Wow, 5s. I think that's second time. I'm losing out on all these rolls. Luckily, I'm not at 8 cards. I need a 9 or 10. Yeah, 9 or 10, or else I can't really do anything. I mean, I'll just buy death card because I need a 9 and 10 anyways. Year of Plenty. It'll work, but that's not a knight. If people don't know, like this card, it basically allows you to hold more than 7 cards in your hand, and to be safe from a robber. But you exchange like almost half of a city for it. So it's like it's a late game card you want to pick up when people do have knights. Early on, I mean, it works if you don't have clear or logs, or you're missing like 2 big resources and you have to trade 4 for 1. But then getting this card is like the least of your problems. Wow. Could Year of Plenty here and get 2 ore, but I don't know if I want to save that. The earlier I get a city, the better. And I don't know if I put it on the wheat. I definitely need to put it on the 6, because that's 2 for 1 is really good. I'll get more clay. Just these sheep are so much more valuable. And the wheat. It's my highest return. The other bad thing I've noticed is that I don't have a 3 for 1 port easily accessible, and I'm kind of blocked in here. I can really only build a settlement here, so I think I actually need to rush that. If orange decides to build 2 roads here, that's pretty dicey. Because I do need at least one more settlement. Or else I'm buying dev cards, but dev cards are inefficient because of ore. Where could I go? I have to build 5 roads just to get out. And yeah, it's not gonna happen. So I'm all about dev cards in cities right now. I'm getting a lot of sheep, that's good. It's good that I put it on here. I need a wheat or 2 more sheep and I can do it. I am broadcasting that I have a whole bunch of clay. Oh, that's a good call that I did that. I just gotta throw his cards out. If he has a knight, he's gonna play it on me. Whoa. I'm really surprised he didn't play it on me. I've got 2 clay. I've got 6 cards. It's a 1 in 3 chance of getting a ore. He's got 9 cards and he didn't do anything? What is red getting? Hopefully someone can contest orange for longest road. It should be this guy over here. Hopefully I can get like a 10. Wow, I got nothing. Peter, or red I should say, has 13 cards. He needs to build cities or roads or dev cards. Guy's got 4 points. Is he built for dev cards? He's got the 9 there. Oh, he's got no sheep, but he's got the port. So as long as we block him on the port, or the logs I should say. Yeah, orange is really scary. I definitely will be a target. Blue? Failure to launch? Oh no, 7 or 6 cards for red. But blue, I don't know what he's going to do. He can't do anything because he doesn't have a port. And he doubled down on weeds, but then he got the sheep port. And 8 hasn't been ruled too much. I think he's only been able to do this with sheep and wheat only, yeah. And red is like really sprawled out. With that, they're in a pretty good spot. If they can build here, they've got a lot of wheat, and they have the wheat port. Red is scary, orange is scary. I think I'm scary if I can get 3 knights. Or 3 dev cards. Or a robber isn't rolled on this next turn. I really need the second city. If I can get the second city, then I'm just relying on my tiles. 2 sheep. Oh, I don't have a thing yet. Oh, I can't even buy it yet. Actually, blue's the weaker player. Game's all about trading, guys. It's also why ports are so strong. Like, you can trade a completely useless card for another useless card, and you have 3 useless cards, and you can trade in. Yeah, so he's definitely going for knights. I think I can contest him for it. I don't know, he is on an 8 and 6. So every time they're rolled. So I gotta hope 8s aren't rolled. And more 9s and 10s are rolled. I gotta trade 4 for 1s, that's brutal. I'm at a severe disadvantage. Okay. That's what I need right now, so that's what I'll trade for. Trade for anything. I'm gonna save my wheat in case something happens. Oh yeah, but that 10, that's really good. Only helps red. Oh, the wheat. That's a great play. Good card. Oh, that was a lot of wheat on the board. I think I gave him a lot. I guess there is fair reason to say if you have 4 wheat, it's pretty valuable. People want it. If there are dev cards out. But there weren't too many. That does mean he doesn't have a knight. He's definitely gonna get a knight now. We built city right here. Wait, what? Feel like building a city there is better than building a settlement, unless you can do both. If you can do both, oh. Oh, he took longest road back. Alright, so now it's easy because red's the only one we have to focus on. And it's pretty much to lock down this 8. Whew. Glad he took that away. That 6 is a lot weaker than that 8 that he was on. Excellent. I just need 1 card. I think, or I'm wrong. Oh, alright, cool, I get logs. Yeah, that's the power of the 9 though, that just... I don't know, it did help him a lot. Where's the other 9? Oh, I have right now. 8, he got 3 wheat. Well, that's all he's got. I think going here, I think I need to go somewhere else. I don't know. Wow, that 5. I think at this point I'm playing to get second. So now logs and clay are completely useless to me. So I just have to bank them up or trade them. Oh, look at that 9, that's really good. So we need red to play it on to orange somewhere. Or actually, yeah. I think his 6 would have been better. It was on the 11, right? Yeah, they're necked 8 and 8. Ooh. Oh, does he win? Oh, he doesn't have a victory point. What is that card? Oh wait, he's only on 8 points anyways. He could be on 9. He wants an ore. So he wants a dev card. What would that card be? Road building? No, if it was road building, he would have used it. Can he build one more? Oh. That's so scary. He goes right up to 8 when he gets longest road. And they're going to meet each other. If red wins, I take second, I'm pretty sure. But if orange can pull out a miracle, then I don't know. I think I buy a development card here. Actually, I can't contest with the friend over there. And he rolled the robber. Definitely he has to attack orange on his 6. I think I stopped trying to build cities here. And I just buy development cards. Well, red can build 2 more roads. So he'd be at 12. Yeah, I will definitely trade that. If he builds 1 more road. See, if I want to come first, I need orange to hold on to longest road. Whoa. On my turn. So blue, what's he gonna do? If he steals from me and he takes my ore, that's not good. Oh, he blocked my sheep? Oh man, that would have been... Oh, I should have played my knight. I keep doing this. Ah, of course I got a clay. Interesting. build what you can guarantee. Because even if I buy def cards, I would only get to 9 points. And look at what I'm getting now. I'm getting 5 logs for a roll. That's crazy. Massive play if a robber isn't rolled. But, I mean, it's already so many cards. Alright, now I really have to think what I'm doing here. I think I exchange all of these two for ore. I can get to 9 points. I'm offline, right? Alright, so now I buy 2 def cards, or I build a city. I feel like I have like at least 3 more turns. And I'm getting a lot of cards, so I'm gonna play it safe instead of gambling. If someone else was on 8 or 9 cards, I would have bought as many def cards as I could. But this guy, he's only going to be... He still has to buy another def card. And he still has to trade in for the ore. So that brings him down to like 8 cards in his hand. Yeah, like look at those massive trades. He's like almost given up on buying knights or something, like what? Yeah, so now he'll be on 9. I think he wins next turn. I'm pretty sure he has a victory point card. So he's on 8. He has to have picked up a knight. I think he's gotten like 7 or 8 cards. You steal from me? What? Why would orange steal from me? Well, I can build roads, but yeah, he's definitely one now. If that's a knight. If that's not a knight, oh, I feel really bad. He's fallen a lot of cards. Like he's had enough productivity to win, but he's been scummed out by the def cards. So all I can do is buy a def card and hope for a victory point. No one else has victory points. There's been a lot of road building. There's been 1, there's been a monopoly, there's been 2 years of plenty. Yeah, if I roll a 9, I can buy a def card. And I don't. So now red should win. Oh, wait, was it really a road building card? Did he really not get a knight? Oh, then he got robber. Which means he can put it on him? Can he actually take longest road? 12, 13? No, he can't. Why did he get a clay? Oh, he's gonna try to build a settlement somewhere. I can't believe he didn't get a knight. I can't believe I'm not getting cards though, that's crazy. I need a 9. Yeah, orange is trying to win too. If he steals knights. I mean, there's really... I'm pretty sure this wheat is stronger than that 6. Even though he's on it. I guess putting it here does stop 2 people. Alright, clay is pretty useless at this stage. Especially, I think that guy got 2 clay. Wait, was that orange's turn? Oh, that's my turn. Whoa, a lot of cards. Blue might trade, but I don't think he will. I don't think I have another turn, so... I think my odds of getting a victory point are pretty good, but... Oh... The luck! That's why you never trade in the later stages of the game. Oh, red would have gotten so many points for that win, but he got second. Did he have a victory point card? Yeah, he did. I can't believe red, so many times he could have won. Basically, in review, red was contending with orange for the longest road, but at the same time, red had 2 knights. So there was a couple times where red kept longest road past orange's turn, because orange went right after red. So that red, if he had picked up a knight on the turn before, he would have won. But he couldn't get that knight. He drew like 7 or 8 development cards, and he he couldn't get a 3rd knight. And then at the end of the game, you know, red had like 14 cards. He was gonna bank on buying either dev cards or building like 2 cities, or a settlement, and he had a victory point in his hand, which we knew, so he's really close to winning. And he decided to trade for me 3 logs and go for the gamble. And all I had to, like, I have 4 cities, right? So I was at 8 points with a victory point I already picked up. So only way I could win was to get a victory point or knights. I wasn't gonna have enough turns for knights. So it was only a victory point. And the fun thing was, red only had 1 dev card left after picking up 7 10 dev cards, and no one else had any dev cards held in their hand. So there was a lot of knights and green cards played, and I had played a few green cards myself. So it's a really high chance that there's a victory point is going to be the next card. So red definitely should not have traded. Overall, for my strategy, like, this spot here was good, but it really forced my hand to play here for the wheat. I think if this spot was still open, I would definitely go for this spot, but he took it. And then of course this spot as well. So I think you want to be going 3rd. If you can go 3rd and the spot is open, you take it, and then you go here, and that's a really solid strat, because then you'll have the 3 for 1 port eventually too, which if I had, I would have probably won. But other than that, like, you can see what you have to do when you build here. I think red should have built on here though to get more sheep earlier on. And if he was really going for that wheat port, I think there's better places to go. Blue blundered really hard. Orange just... I don't know, Orange was keeping Red at bay by going for longest road, and they were kind of in the same spot. Because look at, like, Red couldn't even build cities either. But Orange, like, he had much less capabilities of building cities. But he needed to build one, I think, at some point in time. I think he actually needed to surround one of these tiles. So I guess his Sim City wasn't as good. And his 6 was getting blocked a lot. He only just got 3 for 1 port there. Oh well, good game. That's how you luckily win a game.